It's a secret. Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Leo and thank you for joining me here today. If it's your first time here, a massive welcome to my YouTube family. Thank you all, firstly, for all the kind comments that I've received. I love it. I love your comments. Without your comments, this channel would not still be here, trust me. It's your comments that keep me going. And I like to be interactive with everybody, and it gives me the ideal way to be reactive with everybody. Do you like me new top? Yep, Mr. Tom Forbes has got one of these as well because he sent me a top from Ontario, Canada. So I thought it was only right just to send him one through in the post. It looks quite good in it as well, to be honest. So today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing dandelion clock photography. Here in the UK, I have spotted some dandelions starting to come out. Not one, I've seen a bunches of them coming out. And I know in the next 2 weeks, should I say, I'm going to be able to go and harvest some new seeds. I've been running out of my seeds because, as you know, I do a lot of club talks and demonstrations, and that is literally all I've got left. There's enough here, I think, to get this video done because I've come up with a new idea of making dreamy looking dandelion clock photography. As you all know, on my other videos, I use milk and water, and it can get a little bit messy and it can get difficult, so I wanted to simplify that so everybody could do it a lot easier, and I think I've come up with a way today to do that. What I've done is I'm using cotton wool. That's how simple I've made it. Cotton wool. Cotton wool is great because cotton wool, it's flat, but you can pull it and open it up. And what happens with the cotton wool is it's textures, and you got lots of textures like we did on the other video for the backgrounds. But what I'm going to be doing with it is I'm literally going to, all I'm going to do is overlaying it onto my light, just the light. And I'm just going to overlay it on the light. And what I'm going to do is let the light come through and make my picture. It's going to light the dandelion clock up. And it's also going to light the cotton wool up because it absorbs the light. It absorbs the light, and so what you do with it is you can pull it apart, make it thicker and thinner. Pulling it apart, making it thicker and thinner, also allows your lights for the colour to be different, lighter or darker, a bit more shade, a bit more texture. So I found this was a great idea. So all I've literally done is got my dandelion and put it in some modelling clay so it sticks up. And this is going to be the base, what I'm going to put into the dead centre of my light. Just like that. Meaning that the light can shine up, put the colours into the water drop, but not only put the colours into the water drop, it's going to put the colours into this as well, the cotton wool. So that is literally my setup. That is easy. That is how we can do it. No mess, no milk, no cost. Just cheap as chips, and here we go. One tip I'm going to give you, and it is a cracking tip. Turn your light on first. If you've got one of these little rotating lights, now you haven't got one of these rotating lights, you can get some LED strips or whatever. It makes no difference. I've just used these because it's what I've got and I've used them for years. Why I'm telling you to turn your light on first is because what we're going to do is we're going to put the cotton wool over. Then what we're going to do is we're going to, inside the cotton wool, we're just going to pull a little hole, enough just to get the dandelion clock to sit in the middle of it. And that is it. Then what we're going to do is just sit it straight to the middle. Then we're going to get the cotton wool and we're going to manipulate it around the clay, around the blue tack. This way then that you can't see the blue tack, which I hate seeing the blue tack, and it's the hardest thing I find in the milk and water, trying to get it just above there. This gives you a nice dreamy effect with cotton wool as well. It's a laid back feeling, it's a feel good feeling, should I say. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the cotton wool apart a little bit, just to give me some more textures and different details in the cotton wool, literally like that. Then I'm going to get some more. I'm literally going to lay it at the back. That's it. Why am I laying it at the back? The only reason I'm laying it at the back is this is my canvas, and I don't want no black, should I say, showing. I'm going to start my picture just at the front and I'm going to finish it there. So everything in my canvas should be white in theory. This will make a big difference. You'll see in a minute what I say when it makes a big difference. But it is so simple. It's easy. That is virtually ready to go. That is. That's done. What I'm going to do now is just bring in the camera. You have to get my little Olympus with a 60mm lens on, and we're going to get the seed focused in first before I put the water drop on. I always do that way. I don't know why, but then I end up doing it again, so I don't know why I do it that way. So let's get focused in. Alright, I'm going to try and find this little CD. Once you're focused in on the dandelion clock, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add one little drop of water. This can make or break, or it can drop off, but let's have a look. Beep. I always use sharp syringes. Sharp syringes, like I've always said, make it better for the water to come off, where the normal flat ones, the drops don't tend to come off, so that's why I always use sharps. I usually find somebody who's diabetic, and then if they've got any spare needles, I usually ask them for one and just keep it safe and make sure it's always kept away from children. But like I said, it's always kept safe. As you can see now, we've got our dandelion clock on. All what's going to happen now is as the light changes, you can see the colours straight away in the background, and that's going to give us the ideal pictures. That's going to give us the colour, and you ain't going to see nothing, and it's going to should make it look really like it's floating in the clouds, and that's, to me, a great idea. If you want to change the background, all you got to do is manipulate, like I said, the cotton wool, and then you can change it. You can get different colours and moved around, or wait. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, now I'll focus on that, I'm going to set it up once again just to make sure it's super sharp. That's alright, that's good for me. What I do is I focus on the water drop, the front of the water drop, not the back, not the middle, just the front. I'll try and let everything else then just take its course. Let me have a look at my settings. Let me go for what I got. I'm going to go today for, shall we go with ISO 200, native to the camera, f4, and I'm going to go at 1/60th of the second for the shutter speed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take multiple, but I'm going to take a picture of this first and see how we get on. It might work, it might not. Let's take a look at that one. Now, whoa. What do you think of that one? Should I make it a bit lighter? Should I make it a bit darker? As you can see, as soon as I take a picture, the colour's going to change. I'm going to think that needs to go a little bit lighter myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, and I'm just going to slow my shutter speed down from 1/60th now to 100th and see what we get, and take another shot, see how that goes. A little bit better. If I want to make any changes to the background or make it deeper and more, you know, I could also put the f-stop up, which I'm going to try. Let me just try and put my f-stop up, see what we get there. So that means I'm going to put that up to now to f6, f6.3. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower now my shutter speed back down to keep it balanced out. So that's going to have to go down now to 1/40th, 1/30th of a second. Let me just take a quick picture, have a look. Too bad, and it looks nice and dreamy as well. What I'm doing is I'm taking multiple shots, because what happens with this light is when it goes round and the colours change, but you're going to get different colours every single time. So it's best just to take a few pictures as it goes round to see what you get. I quite like that one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly manipulate that. I'm going to pull it a bit lighter and try and see if I can get what else I can get. That ain't too bad, but I don't like the black in the background. So I'm just going to pull her up. Like I said, we can pull this forward as well. Right, tucking that up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly add another bit of a drop to the dandelions clock because it looks like it's... I want a bigger one as I can get it. Oh, that's better. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't nowhere. You can stay there, boy. So let's have a look. I quite like in the blue. I'm going to see if I can just take that f-stop up a little bit more. See if I can get a little bit more detail into it, to be honest. Right, I'm going to F8. I'm leaving it at 30th of a second. Oh, that's better. As you can see, the darkness and the colours popping through straight away. I'm going to take a few shots. I could also really add another light there if I wanted to. Just put it on the top, or even, I suppose, let me have a look, see if I can shine it on, see what I get. Oh, look at that. That's only just shining it on the background. Oh, look at that. Come on. Oh, yes. How easy is that? That to me is super duper easy. What did you think of those pictures? And how easy was that? Just cotton wool. Saves the water, saves all the milk, and like I said, fantastic textures you get off this is super unreal. That to me has got to be one of the best ideas I've come up with in a long time for water drop dandelion photography. Oh well, I think it is. Let me know in the comments box below if you like it, if you don't like it. Also, if you got any of them little tips you keep sending me them. And fantastic pictures as well you keep sending me. I am going to have to put a few up on my my account and show a few people, I think. So if you got to the end of this one, thank you ever so much. And like I says, thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you very much for giving me the thumbs up. And most of all, thank you for subscribing. Just one thing, hit that notification bell as well, because a lot of people ain't getting the notifications for 2 or 3 days. Don't know why, but that's YouTube for you. I will leave the links in the comments below for the little rotating lights, but you know me, I can forget I'm only human. So until next time, stay safe and happy snapping!